Ian J. Capital. Today's video will be about President Trump's plan to stimulate the economy after this coronavirus outbreak. So as you know, if you've seen the markets on Monday, if you watched any news, the markets had its worst drop since 2008. It had its worst percentage drop. It had its worst point drop. It died that day due to coronavirus. Still going on, still spreading. People still having state of emergencies in their states, countries. People being quarantined, people still dying, people still getting sick. Now, nobody likes the markets more than Trump. I thought I liked the markets. Trump likes the markets more than everybody. He always talks about how well the markets are doing under his term. So if you think that he's going to just let the markets die on his watch, no. So he wants to bring this economic stimulus plan into the economy, pump more money in the market. So part of his economic stimulus plan is to fund small businesses so they can help pay for sick leave of those affected by the coronavirus. When people don't show up to work, he wants to be able to still let them get paid. He's also trying to help industries such as airlines and boats and retail and any industry that got hit hard due to the coronavirus and people not spending, people not traveling. He wants to help them out too. His main thing that he really used to pump up the markets a little bit was he wanted tax cuts. He wanted 0% payroll tax cuts. You know, on your pay stub on the bottom where it takes out Social Security, takes out Medicare, he wants to pause all that. So you don't have to pay that, at least until the end of the year when he gets reelected. So these tax cuts are part of FICA, Federal Insurance Contributions Act, and the main two is Medicare and Social Security. Social Security is for those who don't work or can't work, maybe welfare, or people who are injured or sick or disabled. People who need help, that's part of the taxes that you have to pay. Same as Medicare. Medicare is for the elderly. Health insurance for the elderly, 65 and older. He wants to put a pause on everybody paying that, not only employees, but employers as well. And he does this to boost up consumer sentiment, so people are a little bit more willing to spend their money. Because he needs, like we said before, you need people to spend money for the economy to do well. And right now, people aren't spending money, or at least enough of it. Who knows where that money's coming from? Maybe they're just going to make more money, pay for Medicare and Social Security. I don't know what's going to happen to your grandma. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going to happen to Grandpa. They're going to find money somehow. They always do. They'll probably just take from the rich. Who knows? I know people feel uneasy about Social Security sometimes. Oh, people exploit it. You're paying people to sit home out from work. You got to be sympathetic. You know, some people need it. You got to help out, man. Slide some money through. Don't be greedy. So the current tax rate for Social Security is 6.2%, and for Medicare it's 1.45%. So the employee and the employer pays for that. So if he puts a stop to that, more money for you, more money for the company as well. He wants people to spend money. Just because he says it's going to happen doesn't mean it's going to happen. Everybody needs to be on board with it. The Democrats, the Republicans, Congress needs to be on board. They need to okay it for it to actually go through. It's Wednesday morning now, but last night there was a meeting, and Trump was supposed to come out and talk about this economic stimulus plan. Needed to, reassure that this is going through. Did a no-show. He didn't show up. I don't know where he was at, but he didn't show up. And the futures market is down right now. It could be because he didn't show up. It could be because there was a rally at the end of the day and people taking profits. I don't know, but no show. Trump, that's not a good look. So Trump didn't show up to this meeting. I don't know why. Sometimes you could look on his Twitter, see what he's up to, see why he didn't show up. Biden opens an all but insurmountable lead over Sanders. U.S. election 2020 Democratic primary. Joe Biden smoking Bernie Sanders. That's a good thing for the markets. The markets definitely don't want Bernie Sanders to win because Bernie's coming for their money. Just a quick look at futures. 35, down less than 2%. It's crazy that 2% now is like you just like 2%, it'll be back by lunchtime. The markets will bounce by lunchtime. If you said the markets were down 2% overnight months ago, you would think the end of the world. Trump Twitter. See if this guy has anything explaining why he didn't show up. 4 hours ago, Pocahontas, working in conjunction with the Democratic Party, totally destroyed the campaign of Bernie Sanders. If she would have quit 3 days earlier, Sanders would have beaten Biden in a rout. It wouldn't even been close. They also got 2 other losers to support Sleepy Joe. guy's crazy. One of the president's top priorities is making sure that the hourly wage workers have flexibility they need and affected by the coronavirus. See, he didn't show up. You got Mike Pence there. You got his whole team there, but he's not there. I don't know why he didn't show up, but quick breakdown of his economic stimulus plan. If it goes through, everybody has to be on board. Republicans, Democrats, Pelosi, Congress, everybody. If they okay it, then the funding to small businesses so they can help pay for those affected with sickness. He wants to cut taxes, less. You don't pay for Medicare, you don't pay for Social Security. Like I said, I don't know what's gonna happen to grandma, but they'll just keep dumping money. Let's see what the US debt's at. Let's just add to the debt, why not? Wow. 23,474,859,607. A lot. Why is national debt so high? America's growing debt is the result of simple math. Each year there is mismatch between spending and revenues. We spend a lot more than we make, but we need to increase spending because that's how the economy grows. So maybe it goes through, maybe it doesn't. What are your thoughts? Hit the comments, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're out.